Hello, my beautiful souls. It is I, Nova Ravenswood. And if this is the first time that you are clicking on my video, thank you. Please stay tuned because I think this will be a fun episode. So, I do want to go into my usual spiels before doing so. Before I go into my spiels, if you hear any rummaging or thumping behind me, that is my son. I've already had to do this 3 takes now because his naked butt keeps running in on me. And there is a pause button. I feel so old with technology. There's something wrong with me, seriously. So, my usual disclaimer. 1, I am not being paid or sponsored by anybody that I may mention, which I will. And yeah, so not being paid at all for any of this. This is just coming out of the kindness of my heart and sharing with you what I know. Now, I'm not sure what to do about my glasses, but the older I get, the more it's getting harder for me to read from this far away. My script's down here. I shouldn't even say my script, my outline, because I kind of just wing it, and I just have bullet points. I mean, bullet points work for me, but, you know, to each their own. So, either way, not getting paid, sponsored, or anything yet. But, yeah. And then, if this is the first time you're clicking on me, now you get to hear my spiel, please don't forget to push that subscribe button, give me a big thumbs up, and drop me a comment if you like. Say hi, or you can ask me a question, or give me any kind of ideas that you would like to see done that you are interested in figuring out. And yeah, I'm here to help. That's my job. Indeed. It's literally my job. It's so weird to say that. Like, I never thought I'd actually make it this far to actually, like, put myself onto YouTube, but I am excited that I am. So I do have you rigged, at least all of you, yeah. My laptop's against my window, and I have my light rigged up this way. So I'm kind of kittied in my kitchen here, as usual, since I live in a box. So yeah, today's episode, I am super excited, and it's so weird. It's like great minds think alike. So as my son and I were driving on our journey to get to snow to go sledding, I always listen to my podcast, and I listened to the Witchy Woman podcast today because she had a short episode, and it was literally what I was thinking about because I had to run to Sky Gardens to go grab some chime candles for tomorrow's work and my appointment on Tuesday, and lo and behold, she's talking about literally the same things that I'm about to show you now. So crazy. I think her and I have great minds. I mean, obviously. So today's video is going to be about making your own talismans. Now, there is a difference between amulets and talismans and charms. Now, if you aren't sure, she put it in a great way, but I did not write it down because my son's been running around like a crazy person. So, talisman I do have down. So, there we go with that word again. So, talismans are more like your jewelry, things that you want to bring in. So, I wear this to bring prosperity and money and all around just abundance. It doesn't even have to be pertaining to money in any way. Just an abundance, like happiness and good vibes. Just an abundance of good flowing energy. And that is what I like about making my own jewelry. This morning I got up at like 4:30 and I was contemplating if I wanted to buy myself anything on Afterpay. Now, Afterpay does not have a lot of selections for crystal jewelry wear, and the ones that I came across were just for the rich and famous, apparently, because I'm not spending $300 on something I can freaking make myself, or find somebody that is striving and makes beautiful pieces, like on Etsy or something. So I was like, it's been a while since I've made my own jewelry / talisman. So that's what we're going to do today because it is almost summertime, and I don't know about you, but I like to bling bling, but I like doing that all the time. Each of my pieces have been blessed and consecrated and set with some sort of intention into it. So like my newest piece, this one, it is black. And no, none of them are real. These are all very vintage, thrifted. I like buying pieces like that, minus this one. My Peridot I did buy on Afterpay, and I do not remember the site. But I wanted a Peridot, and so I got myself one. And I did charm that with all of the prosperity and abundance and all that good stuff. So a charm is more like your bags. You put your herbs and your crystals and you charm it with your intent. And you can either hold it under your bra, on your persons, in your purse, in your car. That is a charm, simply put. Obviously, there's a lot more that goes into these details, but I don't want to make this video an hour and a half long. So that is a charm. An amulet is going to be something that you want to banish away, that you want to make sure is, you know, keeping the negative energy away. So you can do that with your jewelry, but it's easier to do it with a crystal. It's a very simple way to do it. So like my tourmaline, my piece of tourmaline here, that would be a good way to make it an amulet, set your intent, consecrate it obviously at first, and we will do that here in a second, and carry it around with you. Now, I did have an appointment the other day, and she needs a lot of work done for self-love and stuff like that. So I blessed her a rose quartz. And so I told her to hold there while I made her a jar and put all of her sadness into it. So every time she's feeling sad, to pick up her rose quartz and just put that sad energy into it. And every time I see her for an appointment, I will release that sad energy and make it anew and start all over again for her. So you can do stuff like that. You can do very simple things. I mean, you don't have to even have all the fancy crystals. You can literally work with just the piece that we're working today. Your universal, all-purpose, clear quartz crystal. That's all you need. I mean, for real. If you don't have a lot of money to be able to spend on these bad boys, because some of these are just insanely ridiculous. Like when I went to Portland, it's sitting right here holding my screen up. This beauty. And it called to me. I don't know why. And I had the money at the time, so, but I still feel guilty, and it's been like months. This cost me 20 bucks. And that is a lot of money for. So, I paused that, so hopefully there wasn't some sort of weird, whatever. Either way, it was 20 bucks, and that is a lot of flipping money. So, don't worry if you can't buy fancy stuff, for real. And you can find these in the weirdest places. Like, we have an old school toy store downtown, and they surprisingly enough sell, like, the jewelry I have in my car because it's on the black stuff. I haven't given it to my grandmother to make. My grandmother does make spiritual jewelry as well because she has gotten down with the witchness. Yeah, mom joke. For real, for real. I like that one, though. And she makes jewelry already. She's been doing it for years, but we have been picking out certain pieces, and I cleanse them and put incense to them, and we sell those. So it's been fun. Either way, don't worry about it. Just go with the all-purpose crystal. They're always hella cheap. If you're spending more than $2 on these, including when they're this tiny, don't buy it. They're ripping you off. And a lot of places do that. It's ridiculous. That's why I really love Sky Gardens, because she has just this big bowl with all different sizes. And today I grabbed this one because I wanted to make jewelry. And it's $1. No matter what the size is, it's $1. And sometimes she'll go down to like 50 cents to a quarter if I get a tiny, tiny one. But we have a thing, you know? Either way. At the toy store, I think it was $1.99 before tax. And I got huge ones. I'm talking like, hopefully that doesn't fall. Like big ones. So, you know, work with what you can. Don't break your bank. Not worth it. You can use everything and anything in witchcraft. You don't have to be a fancy smancy. I just have really made this my job, and I'm a Leo. I have an addiction to buying pretty things. I wish I didn't sometimes, but I do. But now that I'm a single mom raising my kid by myself, I only buy when I can, and people give me things every so often, and it's kind of nice, just like this. You know, it's nice. Either way, let's get into this because I'm just yammering. So before I do this, while I was over at Sky Gardens, I got myself Egyptian musk scented body oil. And I'm going to put this on the crystal that we're making for the ring because it goes with the intent. And this is used for, sorry, I'm looking down at the notes. It is used for self-empowerment, making your divinations, and, what's that word? Oh, crap. Instincts. Holy moly. I can't believe I ran a blank on that one. Willpower, but mostly self-empowerment is what I'm going for because every time I look at it, I want to remember that I am empowered. I am a strong woman, and I can do whatever the F I want to do when I want to do it. You feel me? Probably not, but that's okay. I'm just being a weirdo. That's me. So, let's get into it. So, for this, you need a bowl of salt. It does not have to be fancy salt. I have fancy salt, and it's already blessed. You don't have to bless your salt. I just like to. And I did find this at Walmart a couple weeks ago. And this is my ritual salt holder. It's super cute. Oh my god, I had to have it. It was $4.99, I believe. So I use this just for rituals, though. So, your bowl of salt for earth. My incense is almost out because my son has made me retake this video a million times. Incense for air. And I have musk at the moment because I just bought it. So I figured I'd use it. And I have blessed water already because I practice hoodoo. So you don't have to have blessed water. You can also opt for just plain old spring water. Just do not use tap water, okay? That's a no-no. In any magical thing that you do, do not use tap water, okay? Got it? Got it? Got it? I'm just kidding. So, your water. Your candle. And I am using black because, one, it's Saturday. Two, I want to banish any negativity that might be on this crystal or these crystals because I also have a beautiful ruby that I have already made a ring, but I used a different glue. The glue I'm using right now for this is awesome. It's just, I don't know. I am a Leo, so I love garnet and ruby, like a lot, a lot. So, and that is fire. All right, so we're going to go ahead and pick up what we want. Oh, so sorry. So sorry. So I have already made rings, like I said. So I do have a black onyx, and this one is a chunky, ugly one, but this one I use mostly for protection for any kind of long drives or when I'm going to encounter something that I'm uncomfortable with. And then I have a tiny piece of green aventurine. And this one I use along with all of my other money drawing when I need to draw money towards me, prosperity, and abundance. Okay? So these rings, you can buy a pack, and they're the adjustable ones. At Joanna's is where I found these. They're also at Walmart, but they're always freaking seemingly out when I try to find them. And they do come in different color, like bronze, gold. They come in multi-packs with different colors as well instead of just singular, but I just got silver. And I want to say that there was 20 in a pack for $7.99. I mean, the price of everything's flipping going up anyways, but either way, they adjust, so that's nice because I have fat freaking knuckles. Like, it's ridiculous. Got my grandmother's fingers. So, Now that we got that out of the way, so Joanna's, Walmart, Target, probably anywhere that sells jewelry making items. Michael's, because I don't have one, but there too. So we're going to go ahead and throw them in to the bowl of salt. We're just going to cover them up for a second. Okay. And I will be getting better equipment sooner or later. I promise. And then you'll be able to angle down and I won't have to hold it up for you. But that takes money. And I'd rather buy pretty things. Sorry. Then you're just going to dip your fingers into your spring or blessed water. And you're just going to kind of rub it on there. And then you're going to go over your smoke, which I have over here. And then obviously just wing over your fire real quick, okay? Now if you're doing more than one, do one in each hand, but empower one at a time with whatever intent you have. One eye came open. Sorry about that. Got stuck to my lip gloss. But I like to blow on them at the end and then give them a little kiss, a little love. You know, if they're going to be working for me, I've also got to be working for them. Does that make sense? You've got to love them if you expect them to work for you. So take care of your crystals as if they were your little babies, okay? So I am using, which is my grandmother's choice, her second choice. I could not afford her first choice. Like I said, she makes jewelry. It was like, I don't even remember, like $12.99 for a tiny one, for half the size. This one is by Aileen's Original Jewelry and Metal Blue. Instant Adhesive, Ultra Controlled. There we go. Alright. So, all you're going to do, which is pretty freaking simple, you're going to dab it in the middle, and then set your crystal in there whatever way you're choosing to. I want the point to go forward. Sorry, I'm a little shaky. I need to eat. I haven't eaten since breakfast. Been going. So you're going to kind of just hold it on there for a sec. You will get stuff that comes out. Ah! Shiza. Oh, look at that. I even dropped it and it didn't come off. Good job. Shit is strong. Good. Because the last stuff, the cheap stuff, just don't buy it. It's not worth your money. All of my rings broke within a day or two. And granted, I am very tough on my rings. I mean, I have a 3-year-old. But, you feel me? So, what I do is I go ahead and layer down like that. And I just layer up in a corner and let her dry for the night. Okay? So, this is something that you want to do and wear it for like an evening thing. Then make it early in the morning. If it's something you want to wear tomorrow, you know, you can make it at this time, which is 5:13. 13. I had a raven, which is my spirit animal, I believe. We can do a video about spirit animals and choosing or letting them choose you, one or the other, another time. But I woke up and had to run to the store as soon as my kiddo got up, and I had a raven just flying next to me. So I was like, well, that wasn't ominous at all. So it would have been better if I had two. Because in all fairness, I did have a really crappy day. And 1 means a crappy day. 2 means something good will happen to you today. Oh, mom rhymes. So we're at 20 minutes. So you get my groove here. And you can continue to empower it before you wear it. And then what I'm going to do once they are done and ready is dab the Egyptian musk just a little bit, either on the side or on top, and use that to enhance the magical powers that are already going on. And then obviously the end product is this. So I wanted to just do something where I was like up and moving, and something that would be very beneficial to new witches out there, or even others that don't really think about it, because the price of these things on actual stores are just insane, like literally freaking insane. Like a piece of, forgive me, just I'm gonna run away, so let's just pause. Okay, I am back. So a piece like this, which I got this for a whole whopping, you see how big it is? I think $3 at Sky Garden, and they wanted a piece like this, which you can make a necklace yourself. It's a really, really easy. Same glue. All you got to do is get the snapper and glue it on there, and then get your chain of choice, or just twine or rope or whatever. It's very easy. It's very simple. Much easier than I had anticipated. You just got to make sure that you're buying at least good product to make sure it doesn't fall apart on you. But they wanted something like that for like, I think it was like $380 with only a gold-plated chain. I'm sorry, I don't need the gold. I really don't. I mean, I have very important pieces already that I can kind of just do a switcheroo. Like my grandmother gave me my, I think I moved in, my jade Buddha that my great uncle got while he was in the Vietnam War. And he is real jade with a ruby on his gold hat, and the chain is also real gold. It's very thin, very fragile because it's old as shit. Pretty sure it was already old when he bought it, but you can just play around with what you already have. Just make what you need and then use what you already have. Thrifting everything helps the economy no matter how you look at it. Now, if you want to wear these rings just during a ritual, then make sure you empower it for that. But I did want to touch base real quick. Now, this will be probably 25 minutes, so just bear with me. I'm so sorry. I just wanted to run by. I am going to do a video where I am doing an actual ritual, just a quick ritual to give you an idea, because I wasn't able to during New Year's. I had a huge glitch with my editor and his programming to edit, and I just can't get it. So, unfortunately, it's still out there, but I can't get it. But, wearing something particularly just for your rituals that makes you either feel pretty or witchy or self-empowered. You know, when you wear that beautiful dress that you wear twice a year, but you keep it because it makes you feel so good. Go out, thrift yourself a ritual dress, or a ritual like a kimono or shawl, or a really pretty cashmere scarf, whatever you want to, whatever makes you feel witchy and pretty during your rituals, please do so. It helps your magic, believe it or not. The better you feel, the better your magic is. So just remember, don't do any of this when you are in a shitey mood, because it just lapses, okay? It'll still work, but it's not going to be as good. So on that end note, again, please give me a big thumbs up. Push that subscribe button. Thank you for bearing with me for 25 whole freaking minutes. I didn't think it was going to be this long as usual, but, you know, YouTube says they want longer videos, so here I am, giving you some fun content while the whole United States is covered in snow and about to flood once it melts. So we'll all be here to stay. Leave me a comment, even a hi, or anything that you want to know or see, and I will leave all of the information in the description box that I have discussed today. All right, you guys, thank you for bearing with me, and sorry I'm uploading late. All right, I will see you soon. Toodles.